You're staring at a grammar worksheet, reading a sentence, and your brain freezes. You know the action happened in the past, but the options all look strangely correct. Do you write, I studied, I was studying, or maybe I had been studying? Guessing leaves you with a paper full of red ink. We are going to solve this using a pen, a piece of paper, and the worksheet you're currently stuck on. I'll show you how to draw a simple visual map that identifies the right tense. When you pull abstract grammar rules out of your head and plot them onto a physical timeline, you eliminate the guesswork. Let's build the framework. Draw a straight horizontal line. Mark the middle as present, the right side as future, and the left side as past. Everything we map today happens on that left side. We start with the simple past tense. You use this when an action is completely finished at a specific point in time. It is over and done. This timeline shows exactly how that looks. If your sentence is, I studied yesterday, you place a single red X on the past side. The studying started and ended right there. Now compare that to the past continuous tense. You use this when an action was actively ongoing or when interrupted by something else. To write a sentence in this tense, you follow a specific structure. You use your subject, add the word was or were, and attach an ing to your main verb. This diagram shows an ongoing action. Take the sentence, I was driving when it started to rain. The driving is an ongoing process, a moving blue arrow. The rain is a specific point that interrupts it, a red X in the middle of that arrow. Distinguishing between a static red X and a moving blue arrow immediately reveals whether to use the simple or continuous past tense. Sentences get harder when they contain two completely separate actions that both finished in the past. To map this, we use the past perfect tense. This is the structural tool that allows us to sequence an action before another action. This timeline displays the sequence clearly. If you have the sentence, I had studied when Tom arrived, you draw two separate marks. First, the studying finished. Then, later in the past, Tom's arrival finished. We have one final category to map, the past perfect continuous tense. You are strictly required to use this specific tense whenever a duration of time is being precisely measured. For taking a shower for 10 minutes before the water turned cold, draw the blue arrow to the X and add a 10-minute bracket. This duration marker forces the past perfect continuous. Without this measurement, you simply use the standard past continuous. With sequence marks and duration brackets added to your toolkit, you are equipped to map any scenario your worksheet throws at you. Let's apply these 4 timelines to an actual test. Grab your blank worksheet. Step 1. Question 10. By the time we arrived, the train blank already blank leave. The timeline shows the train leaving gets the first X. The arrival gets the second X. 2 sequenced actions require the past perfect tense. The answer is had left. Let's move down to question 12. I blank study for hours when my friend called. Before you even map the action, identify the specific time frame, for hours. Because we have a specific time measurement, we draw our duration bracket. That bracket forces us to use the perfect continuous structure. The answer is had been studying. Finally, look at question 8. At 9 p.m., they blank watch a movie. We have a specific point in time, 9 p.m. The action of watching a movie is ongoing through that specific time. There is no duration bracket given. Therefore, we use the standard past continuous. The answer is were watching. Physically mathing the indicators found in the sentences guarantees the correct structural rules are applied every time. You now have a complete worksheet with 100% correct answers. Every sentence in the English language using past tenses falls into one of these categories. An action is either finished, ongoing, sequenced, or measured. I've linked a bonus practice sheet in the description below. Download it, sketch your timelines in the margins, and map the answers yourself. Mastering English past tenses relies on the